What's up, everybody? It's Josh. Welcome back to JS Urban Adventures. Sorry it's been so long since I put up a video. A lot of crazy stuff's been going on, and so this video I'll just fill you in on what's been happening as I walk home from work. Been staying at my friend's house because my van, it didn't break down, but the wheel bearing blew out, and one of the wheels was about to blow, so I got it replaced with one of the tires was about to blow, so I got it replaced with a new tire. And then shortly after that, one of the wheel bearings on the other wheel blew out. So I've got all the parts I need to fix it, but it's just been sitting for a while because one of the bolts is stripped. I don't know if stripped is the right word when the head is like round, but basically we've got to use a grinder, we've got to cut the head off it, and then we got to drill a hole into the bolt and use an extractor to get the bolt out. Until we do that, I can't fix it, even though I have the new wheel bearings and all that. So I'll show you that once I get to the crib. But I've been staying in an apartment. It's nice, you know, with my homie Hunter. He's a good guy, and so I throw him a little bit of money every week to stay there. It's been good. I've been working a whole lot, like 6 days a week, at least 5 days a week every week, sometimes 6 days a week, sometimes 7 days a week. And so yeah, I've been real busy with work, doing arborist work and cleaning up after the arborist work, which sucks. The going up on a lift and cutting down the trees, that's fun, but cleaning up all the logs and all the brush, not so much. What else happened? Oh, I had a horrible toothache for a while, and it was getting really bad. So I looked up like cheap or free or, you know, like low income dental places, because I ain't rich and I don't got any insurance. And found a place where I paid $75 to go in there and get the root of one of my screwed up molars here in the back. Get the root of that ripped out. That was fun. That was like the first time I went to the dentist in, I think, like 21 years, which is crazy because my mom's a dental hygienist. So I grew up going to all the dental appointments, you know, getting everything done with my teeth. I had the retainer, always got the cleaning done every three or 4 months or whatever, you know, getting the cavities filled, all that stuff. My mom was big on the teeth, and, you know, it sucks now because I had nightmares all my life about my teeth falling out. And they say, what did they say that means? I read it in a book one time. It means something about, I think I read that it means that you're like afraid to fail, or you're afraid of not being accepted, which in the past was probably true for me, but not anymore. Now I don't care. Now I just say whatever I want. I don't care what you think about me. I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say. But anyway, all my life I had these dreams about my teeth falling out. And, you know, I used to do a lot of drugs and stuff. I used to smoke a lot of drugs. Every type of drug you can think of, I smoked. And when you're doing those hard drugs, you know, all you eat is candy. Just living off of candy all day, every day. So, and, you know, when I was homeless, I wasn't really taking care of my teeth like I should be. And so by the time I finally got out of all that lifestyle and smartened up and started taking care of myself better, it was too late. And so now all my teeth are falling out. My front teeth are, this is a, so I'll tell you the story about why I have this big gap in my teeth now. When I was little, I was training for the presidential challenge. I was a chubby little kid. And I don't know if they still do it, if you know what the presidential challenge is, but every year in PE class, they would do the presidential challenge. And it was the sit and reach to test your flexibility. You'd sit down on the box thing and you'd stretch, you know. You had the sit and reach. I was a beast at that. I was chubby, I was fat, but I was flexible. So I was always a pro at the sit and reach. You had to run a mile in a certain amount of time. You know, I was not big on cardio, still not. Wasn't a big runner. I don't think I've ever ran a mile outside. I've done 2-3 miles on a treadmill, but I don't think I've ever run a mile straight outside. in PE class. When I got older, I was like, screw this, I was skipping. So, you know, I wasn't even there to do the mile run every week. But in, you know, like elementary school for the presidential challenge, we'd have to do the mile run. So, you know, I gave it my all, but I was fat and bad cardio. But I could still pull off average time for a mile. You know, I think the average time for a kid doing a mile back then was like 7 to 10 minutes, somewhere in there. And so you can pull that off, you know, running and walking fast, running, walking fast, running, walking fast on a track, 4 laps. Ain't too bad. So I could get an average time on the mile run. I did great in the sit and reach. But the hardest one for me was the pull-ups or chin-ups. So you could either do a bunch of pull-ups or you could just sit there with your chin above the bar for as long as you could. I sucked at that because I was fat. But so I was training for that because I wanted to do good in the presidential challenge. This is elementary school. This is when I was in Christian school. So I was taking school more seriously than middle and high school when I didn't care at all. But elementary school, you know, I was in Christian school and I took it seriously. So I wanted to do good on the presidential challenge. So I was practicing how long I could stay above the bar or how many chin-ups I could do, and doing it on the monkey bars behind our house. This was in Land O'Lakes, Florida. This was, shoot, like I'm 32, so I don't know, 20 years ago, 22 years ago, something like that. Did I say I haven't been to the dentist in 21 years? That's wrong. No, I haven't been to the dentist in 13 years. I broke this tooth 21, 22 years ago when I was like 9 or 10 or 11 years old, somewhere around there. It was like 2nd grade, 3rd grade, something like that. And anyway, I was doing the chin up and something made me laugh. And when I laughed, I smiled and I dropped down. And when I did that, I hit my tooth and I chipped it really bad. So, you know, my mom's a dental hygienist. We got it fixed. When they fix a chipped tooth, they gotta take a little bit of it off and then put the new, you know, enamel or whatever they use onto there. So they did that. And then, like, I don't know, that if that was in let's say that was in 3rd grade, around like probably around like 11th grade, I think, that filling had slowly fallen out. So then I had a big chip there again, and, you know, still on my parents' insurance, still going to the dentist. So they fixed it again. So now they got to take a little more off the tooth, put another filling in there. Well, that stayed in until, you know, probably 2-3 years ago. It started slowly coming out. And so now over time, lots of drugs, smoking, just, you know, not taking care of myself right, that filling came out and more tooth came with it. So now I got a big hole in my front teeth, and you know, I'm kind of self-conscious about it. I don't know, I don't really care, but I kind of do. You know how it is. But anyway, so went to the dentist for the first time in 13 years and got that pulled. I was hoping that after I got that pulled, they could look at all my other teeth and set me up on some sort of plan where I keep coming back to get all my other teeth problems fixed. But due to COVID, they were not accepting new regular patients. They weren't even going to accept me, but they asked me if I was in pain on the phone. And I said, yes, I'm in serious pain. And they're like, all right, we'll get you in for an emergency visit. But I couldn't become like a regular patient. So still got that problem to deal with, all the other teeth. But luckily, that was the main problem tooth. It's gone now. So occasionally I get toothaches in other spots where I got some problem teeth, but not near as bad as that. So that's all good. What else happened? Oh, the day before the dentist visit, I dropped my phone in the lake. I was at Liberty Park fishing and had my phone sitting on my tackle box, and I like leaned down to pick something up. My phone fell in the lake. So I stripped down to my shorts and I jumped in the lake and I got my phone because I had a Galaxy S9 Plus. It's advertised as waterproof, but it's only waterproof if it goes in the water, you got to get it out quick, clean it off, and it's good. So I got it out of the lake, checked it, everything was working fine. I was like, cool, Phone's good. But it was in an OtterBox, just like my new phone is in an OtterBox. You'd think with the name like OtterBox, it should float. They should make these things so they float. It's called an OtterBox. Shouldn't it float? That would just make sense, but they don't float. And what else they don't do is they don't keep water from getting inside of them. So when I took my phone out initially out of the lake, it worked fine. But since I left it in the case, there was water inside of the case, and that water slowly crept into my phone. And a couple hours later, the screen was all screwed up. It was like green and flashing, and I was like, oh crap, that's not good. That's from water. I took the case off. I saw the water that was inside of the case, and I was like, oh crap, my phone's screwed up. So I went and got a bag of rice, put the phone in the bag of rice, sealed the bag of rice, and left it overnight. The next morning, phone wouldn't turn on at all. Phone was completely ruined. Wouldn't even turn on so that I could see the green flashy screen, which would have been nice, because then I could have at least seen enough to get my data out of the phone onto my new phone. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. So had to get a new phone, new case, new screen protector, emergency dental visit, emergency tire repair, and all these things added up to a whole lot of money that I was not planning on spending, which hurt my savings quite a bit. You know, I got a good job, and you know, I'm getting better with money and all that stuff, but you know, I have hardly any bills. Now that I'm staying with my homie, you know, I throw him some rent money. I got my car insurance and my gym membership over there at Planet Fitness, which now I'm just on the $10 a month one. I got that so that while I was living in my van, I could take showers, but because of COVID, there's no showers at that Planet Fitness. So I've got to switch my membership from that one, the downtown Planet Fitness, to the 33rd South Planet Fitness, because I guess since they're not downtown, they have showers available. So anyway, I've got to change. You know, if you got the $10 membership, you can't go to all the different branches. So I've got to change my home gym from that one to the one out there so I can use their showers. But for now, it's fine because there's a shower at my homie's house. So we're good. I'm staying clean. Don't worry. Right now I'm dirty. That's because I just got off work. It's been a rough week, picking up giant logs and moving them for like 3 days, just moving logs in the heat. It's been hot out here. Woo, it's been hot. And since we cut all the trees down, there was no shade where I was at. So it was like I was in a desert. Literally, Utah's in desert climate, so I was like in a desert all day moving heavy logs. So that was kind of rough, but whatever. We just got paid, so it's all good. And that's what's been going on. Work, phone fell in the lake, dental visit, almost had a tire blowout, had a wheel bearing destroyed, still got to fix that. And yeah, but life's been great. Everything's going good, you know, having fun. My homie, you know, he's usually playing video games when I'm over there, and I'm not really big into video games anymore, but I got my laptop so I can play some Dragon Ball card game on the laptop, and you know, everything's good. I'm chilling, man. Chilling like a villain. Yeah, I just wanted to fill you guys in on what's been going on. I'm sorry it's been so long since I put a video out, but I haven't really had any cool adventures lately. Haven't, you know, gone camping, haven't been going fishing much because the van's out of commission. But once it's fixed, we'll be back on that trip. And until then, you know, I'll keep you guys filled in. Keep you filled in with what's going on in my life. And that's about it. I'll let you guys see the wheel once I get there, and then that'll be the end of this little update video. Hope you guys enjoy it. Look at that red sun over there. You see how hazy it is in the sky? Supposedly that's from all the fires. There's like 4 fires going on in California right now, 4 wildfires. you know, they don't want to do controlled burns unless it's during a riot, I guess, but they don't want to do controlled burns. So every year the state catches on fire. Who would have thunk it? But there's like haze all in the sky now, and I think it's due to the fires, which is crazy. You gotta be some big fires to make a haze 10 hours away, 11 hours away, 12 hours away. Alright guys, it's getting dark. We in the hood now, and I mean my neighborhood and the literal hood. Like, this is the hood. I don't want to show too much surroundings because I don't really want people knowing where I stay and where the van's at, but you're not really gonna be able to see it. Yeah, it's too dark to see, but the wheel bearing's blown out, and then this tire is barely on here. It's already jacked up, but the bolt back in there is totally screwed. And yeah, so we gotta get that fixed. I forgot to mention when I was ranting earlier that another reason that I haven't had a video in a while is because when I dropped my phone in the lake, I had 3 videos on deck. 2 of them, one of them was totally edited, ready to be uploaded. One of them was like halfway edited. One of them I had to edit, but 3 videos ready to go, and dropped my phone in the lake and ruined it, and that really pissed me off. I was like, oh my god, I lost all those videos that were lined up to come out. And so yeah, that's what happened. That's where I've been. Everything's going great though, and thank you guys for watching. Hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up, drop me a like, put a comment down in the comment box, let me know what's going on with you, and check out the Patreon, JS Urban Adventures at patreon.com. And yeah, I'm gonna go upstairs and eat some pizza. Have a good night, everybody. Peace.